everybody, welcome back to Plus Ultra Pitching. This week we are wrapping up our Power K series, and so if you haven't checked it out, look at the last 3 weeks of videos and then come check out this video when you are ready. Today we are going to work on troubleshooting our Power K position and some of the drills that we have talked about over the last couple of weeks. As a reminder, the Power K position is the position we have after we push off the mound towards our catcher, but just before we're about to actually release that ball to the target. So some of the drills that we've talked about include engaging the hips and opening our shoulders, and also starting to put it all together in a full arm circle. Today, I really want to focus on the drills that work on opening our shoulders and also putting together the full arm circle. So the first drill, just as a reminder, for shoulder opening, we started with both arms facing towards our target, and we just practiced making a rainbow with our throwing arm 3 times to open up our shoulders and practice feeling what that position feels like. Then after your 3rd time, you can pitch the softball. The other drill that I'm going to touch on today is the backward circle drill, where we start with both our glove hand and our throwing hand down by our hips, and we make a backward circle and then a forward circle and pitch the softball. So a couple things that I notice a lot with shoulder positioning is that some girls open their shoulders up too much. What do I mean by this? If I get into a power interview, over my head and I open the ball up behind my body, right? Now the arm is behind my body when really I want it in front of my body to pitch it. What happens here is the only way that ball can go straight to the inside. What we want from our arm path with this Power K position is to come straight towards our catcher, straight up towards the sky, straight back behind you, straight down to the ground, snap it off straight to your catcher or your target. One of my favorite drills that you can use to help correct this over opening, one key thing to look for, right, is a broad shoulder as a coach, or if you're a catcher, if that ball disappears behind your pitcher's body throughout the pitch, that's going to be a good indication that they're opening their shoulders up too much. What you want is to be able to see that ball throughout the entire circle motion. One way as a pitcher that you can work on that is to utilize a wall. Today I'm using a net as a wall. What you're going to do is walk up so that your toes and belly button are facing this wall. Get up close and personal. Become good. And along the wall so you can, your arm should feel like when it's coming over and behind your head. Once that feels comfortable, what you can do is turn and have your backside to the wall and practice, again, keeping your arm next to your body the whole time so that your catcher can see that ball. If you do open up a little bit too much, you've hit the wall, right? You're not going to be able to pitch through it, so you just go back to start and try again to get it nice and straight. So those are some of my favorite drills to do with pitchers who are having issues with opening their shoulders a little bit too much in the pitch. All right, before we wrap this video up, I do want to extend an extra challenge opportunity for those of you who are powering through the Power K and Wrist Snap series, and both of them are feeling and looking really good. You're pitching the ball on a nice strong line drive down the middle for all of these drills. You don't have the issues with possibly opening up your shoulders. Once you're at that point, if you're not at that point, keep going until you are, and then add this in. When you are at that point, you can start adding in a toe drag. So as you are snapping that ball off, you are dragging your back foot up to meet the front, and you just want to drag that toe straight up to your front foot. practice that. We're going to do toe drag later in the year, I'm sure. So, but it'll be a good opportunity for you to get comfortable pairing the two together. All right. One last thing I just want to note before we move on is that as we approach full motion closer and closer, I just want everyone to remember that everybody's body is different. The tools I give you and the positions I share here are all the ideal mechanics for a softball pitcher, but keep in mind that everybody's body is mechanically just built differently. And so what I do on this channel is not necessarily going to look like what you are doing at home. So just keep that in mind. I don't need nor want all of you to look just like me as a pitcher. I want you to be able to use these drills to find what works best for you to be successful. All right. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I put out a new video every week. Put your questions in the comment section below. I'd love to answer them either through text or with a video. And as always, Plus Ultra!